Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education. Good morning, Mr. Minister. Welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning. Good morning to viewers and listeners.
And a household name, Daniel Berewa, is also here on the program. Good morning, Mr. Berewa. Welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning, Mr. Mara. Always a pleasure being here.
Mr. Minister, just yesterday, you and the Chief Minister, Dr. David Moinina Senge, plus the Chief of Defense Staff, will pay a visit to the Juba military barracks. We're going to inspect the, and we also get statements from the Chief of Defense Staff saying there are plans on the way for relocate military personnel within the Juba military barracks to a more befitting site for me to live. Take me through that particular plan day by the military, approved by government.
Thank you very much. I think before the visit, there are a lot of rumor abroad about the sale of Juba barracks. So, owing to some of the allegations of, or the pointers of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, few of the things we highlight was civic ignorance. When something they happen around people, they don't understand. So, politicians can manipulate those who find themselves vulnerable in that kind of situation. Therefore, this regime, it was intentional that we created the Ministry of Information and Civic Education so that we give first-hand information to the people, credible, so that we brought in conversation and engagement. So when something like that need to happen, it pertains to military. And if you're here and say, government want to do this and that, so the Chief Minister call, you say, let's go and see what will happen. So as you know here, one thing I will clearly note is no sale of Juba barracks, no agreement has been signed, no land has been transferred, no transaction has taken place. Wait till they exist on Juba. Now a proposal
to sell
from a proposal from the CDS, from the military. According to the CDS, in a monster parade, this is somebody who don't live in that community. He has been part of the system. He don't grow up. He know every struggle under. So in a monster parade, he just float an idea about what if we trade part of this barracks, part of this existing dilapidated infrastructure. We trade them in a sense. Somebody come, he say, he go do for we a befitting barracks. He also do housing for soldiers, Nadaru, Kabbalah, and across the country. And we get part of this existing land. He said, because what will they see now? Nori didn't suppose for people side so that they live. And a monster parade. So in many we are very much happy. They say, monster parade and side then can gather like a mini parliament for them, for talk on their own issues.
Okay, Mr. Minister.
So when
you talk about civic education there, when you say trade, waiting than the not to sell?
No.
Now waiting.
Okay, no say better. Give me this, you take this.
Well, that's selling.
Okay, let us say part of the parcel of land where they get as Juba. They want to give somebody the parcel where they want. The idea is then give somebody, if there is anybody we go do a military barracks for them outside that place, let me land well.
Yeah.
And across the country, they're ready for give part of that parcel of land.
Give it them, it means that they get permanent ownership of the Juba barracks, part of them.
Yeah.
Permanent ownership.
Permanent ownership. If you're able to do befitting something for them.
Okay,
That was an idea floated.
Then go raise questions as to governments not getting funds for building befitting structures for the military personnel. Them
an idea floated with the military, proposed to Defense Council. No means the government don't do it, but that was the proposal. Yeah, in this proposal, like I say, they know if you get post in our mind, nothing, not happen yet, floating an idea of, because when they look at what did they happen now, like Juba barracks. And we say we go around. If you are fortunate to be part of that patrol team, you see what we call military barracks now existing. That even toilets have been transformed to living rooms. That our military, our soldiers, they live in an environment where now the seaside that they use as toilets. Everything done just post-colonial, that barracks is so dilapidated. Now they want to see how immediately, effectively, they can transform that space. Get it? For somebody, we could do something for them. We could show, say yes, they are dignified.
Yeah, again, Mr. Minister, yes, governments not get money for make a befitting structure for people, for the military personnel. Them
for
because
now,
you talk about saying that toilets they don't be transformed into rooms by these military personnel. Them. It's under this current government. 7 years into the government, it's still happening.
So, 7 years. This is over 50 years. Not to honor this government happen. This person is bringing, the head of the military now is bringing it. I said, these are the situations we don't live in. But because we don't see immediate solution, inwards, can we find a solution? So they are proposing to this government, because now we're in governance. It could have been any other government. Before we continue for live in this type of state, we are proposing to the administration in governance that can we have a solution to this? This is a 50 years. It was very clear. The CDS was very clear that this infrastructure they don't know for post-colonial, it don't exist in that situation. In such a point, we say they live, and not to today begin live there. He say he lived there for even before becoming the CDS. He has been in that. Now they grow up, now they born, now they grow up. So that problem we in area of.
Okay.
And going around, we meet soldiers. We will attest to yes, we have been in this situation for quite a long time. So to them, they discussed this idea, and they took it, they escalated it to the administration, the current government.
Okay.
And the government said, okay, it is not a bad idea. If it is possible, we can do it. That is where we are. Nothing else not happened about Juba barracks.
So why government not use the money for build a befitting structure for the military personnel instead of relying on the private sector in this?
Gentlemen,
government
not one barracks we get. We get a lot of other government commitments. We include the welfare of the soldiers, and we are doing very well in that. It is say even the military don't try for transform itself. That is what leadership is. When they give you some of them positions, you use your initiative, you use your idea. You have to have a vision for every position we then give you. So if you come out with an idea as to how you will solve your own problem, a listening government has the responsibility.
So this is the best idea for solve the problem.
That is what they have proposed.
It's the best idea.
That is what is being proposed from the military. But that we can do this for solve this problem which Juba don't face. And whatever we do here, we want that person who they trade part of this parcel of land with for able to provide housing na Pujeon, na Kabala, na Makeni, na Daru. It is an ambitious dream.
That is equivalent to the land being sold.
The land being exchanged for this we don't want from you. Not just whatever they do across the country. If I'm a private sector, somebody, they say that they give me a parcel of land, but I need for do a befitting barracks, perhaps at 38, then in Pujeon, in Daru, in Kabala, for just parcel of land. This parcel they propose is already the winner. So somebody will come with that kind of idea to the government that in all listen. So we have listened. And every other key player that should be involved in this discussion, will they put them together now for let them look at pros and cons and see what will get best out of this proposal.
We've been joined in the studio by Myk Berewa, Director of Communications, NASIT. Good morning, Mike. Welcome.
Good morning. It's a pleasure having me here.
But we'll come first to Berewa. Berewa, what do you make of this barter? Look how the minister say barter trade between the government and the private sector in this.
So thank you very much. Fambude uno morning. Like how the minister say, you see sometimes then within a power or then within a state actors, this type of reacting to public speculations sometimes by help. When we go to school, we say there is no information without communication. If you want to take the people along, sustained engagement, dialogue, consultation are very key. The parcel of land we discuss about, but could people will ask as to waiting at the size of this parcel of land? How strategically positioned is this parcel of land? Waiting at the benefits or cost-benefit analysis if we are to trade this parcel of land to either an individual or group of people for whatever purposes in exchange for high-rise buildings. Many pundits will tell you, say, we'll get for look into one critically. Because like I say, when you go into business, now how the business they benefit you at the end of the day, that the profit, I able benefit you at the end of the day. Juba barracks or that particular parcel of land, the colonial masters they not make any mistake. First nagarism in the day. When we read history, you know say in those days where warfare they take place, mostly not through the naval whatnot, and at the same time you get for repel your adversary or your enemy. So that particular place they mean station or position for make sure say they're able, watch beyond with territorial waters. But like I say, over time, society don't evolve. And at the same time, we want the best for we military personnel. I agree with them for say, all the military personnel residing in that particular community or infrastructure within that infrastructure, befits the status of a good military officer where you go say a combat ready for defend the territorial integrity of Sierra Leone. Our problem from the civil society space has been how much consultations, if any, where the ministry and by extension government don't take in engaging the
You don't see consultation? You don't see them?
That is the question I'm asking. It was only when we blew the whistle that we started getting information from government.
So, Mr. Berewa, just for you they against, you object to this sale, this barter trade?
I am sitting here as a citizen, knowing fully well the importance of Juba barracks. I agree with you, I was diametrically opposed to the sale of Juba barracks because all those information that are coming now, we are not in the public domain. Then keep them to themselves until we don't hear the innuendos, this, that, they will have come out before we begin to get, response from government. And from the time when they begin to respond to we, most of we they think critically. We have seen the importance, we have seen the need, we have seen the benefits that the sale or trading off of that particular parcel of land or that particular infrastructure they go bring to the people of Sierra Leone. But the catch is this, and this is where the public is concerned about. Uda unu de sell and give, uda una de listen to. If na list, if na PPP, public private partnership, if na sell una de sell am, if una go for coming to agreement for specific period of time. Uda una de sell to, uda de una de sell to, and whose kind business get for day, because we are concerned in terms of security. I quite agree with the minister, and by extension the government, that trading off that parcel of land in exchange for funds for let we soldier man them right across the country, let them get an affordable accommodation, a befitting accommodation, where at the end of the day each and every other serving personnel go there comfortably with in family. We agree to that. But also, let we not forget, say, right across the globe, if military then they get rid of their infrastructure, they give them up to somebody where they can do investments. When you think, say, investment environment will be inimical or go pose threats in society also.
All right.
So for us, all those areas we are, taking them very seriously in making sure that we get what we want out of the sale of land.
Right.
But if government they say they not get funding, I go want for also inform government say we have a whole institution, and thankfully the director of communication is here, the minister of information is here. I want let them take this very seriously, either to the cabinet or any other quarters, that in all of this, where is NASIT? NASIT happens to be the basket fund for everybody in this country where they work.
Okay, Mr. Minister, answer to Berewa questions there. Government not gets funding.
Government.
You say government not gets funding.
You see, I wonder we understand which thing we discuss here. One, I start and very clear that nothing for now not they happen at Juba. No agreement, not with nobody, no day. So if somebody is proposing to government, say we can do this.
Government has approved.
Yes. Say your idea very okay. You understand? The next thing is how do we do it? That is where consultations, that is where you put a team together. Like the CDSB they say yesterday, that is where government asset commission come in, that is where the procurement issues, that is where you engage. Don't forget, recently, this government has been recognized for transparency.
So if the public call on governments not for sell or not for trade this particular piece of land,
so you want to, yesterday the CDS asked a journalist, they say if your daddy or your papa get land, they have to pay university fee. They say no, this land and my grandpa left alone or seller. The money no they for let you then pay university fee. Say what do you choose? Now, if you build Juba,
in this case, money no they government gets.
If you build Juba, there's a need for build with our force. There's a need for improve Morito, Daru, Gundama. So if Juba in they propose a solution to this problem, and you don't listen them, I quite agree, and government no can take, and let me underline also that not to the whole of 24 acre where they under, even the military want trade off. For instance, even the school, the Juba secondary school, they remain over the street. The left of common normally for Godrich, the left is not part of this thing. Very small portion, because there are a lot of things where they go for also retain. So, we left the military in that undignified situation, place where something before just 40 people of 100 people, you get thousands. And even though they call the place barracks, You know, they even able to get control over the military, now the current establishment. Because military back and place until they locker. Nobody goes in, nobody comes out. But now if you go Juba, the gateway they will locker. Because encroachment, whether you like it or not, they encroach on. They not get control over the thing. So that is where, if you move them to a place where the CDS knows in a yam so at any time, I know saying 500 people in there, I will call on them and I will access them. But now you know the government do not see it. Government not engage not see it. Nobody it. Government get nobody in their mind. Even if Epic get that money now, he say that place wants to transfer this radio station. They will start to engage. That is where you bring every other person on board. But for now, you're not getting nothing. Somebody is just proposing, and government can say a very good proposal. The debate can start. And what we are doing here, why the chief minister go there? Now for let we open the debate. It can go the media. For let una know what they exist. For let people they know, like they part of the conversation. We all don't go see yesterday waiting in.
But if say Leoneans them object to this current government plan, una no go sell them at all.
Yeah, if we get objection overwhelmingly that okay, this person objects, but a preferred solution. So this can be the best way out. This is a listening government. But again, if you just object without providing any solution comparable to waiting,
and people for provide solutions to government. People for provide solutions to una government.
So are you just objecting and you keep quiet? Why are you part of the conversation? Because you you get an alternative voice.
All right, okay.
Government won't go so. You say no, no, not go so. We can take this direction. But you say government not go so. Government feels like the best track you don't take. You say no, not one. Why?
Okay.
You say nothing. We can't listen to that.
All right, Mr.
Because we get the responsibility for provide basic service to not just the soldiers. You understand? They are now proposing what them things they could benefit them. And if you look at the land and what they propose, there's no way any responsible government will say no, I don't go do it. You just want to see your men, people where they fed for the territorial integrity of this country, living in a place where you say seven not go and live in.
Well, from what you don't say, government don't make up their mind already. Don't decide and has approved this current plan.
This idea where they carry it is fine.
All right. So
if we have somebody for meet waiting the CDS don't propose, we can engage.
All right.
And when we engage transparently.
All right, Mike, you're here to discuss on President Bio's speech at the 17th Armed Forces Day military parade. But you get any bite on this particular sale of?
Well, I don't want to because the minister is here. He has the statutory authority for talk on behalf of we government, and I think he has done a brilliant presentation, which people need for hearing and people need to understand. He has made it very clear. I say there has been no submission, no proposal. It's just a thought. It was discussed at muster parade, and so it's open. If Epic want for jump into it, let them come. If NASIT wants to come, let them come.
Okay.
If anyone want to come, let them come. But the only thing I want to let people understand.
If Mike too want for buy,
I can come in. The only thing I want to let people understand here is it happen all over the world. Yesterday I was doing a research on that. Now UK no more alone, but on the silent barracks there. You know, gentrification until they take place in advanced countries. We are in areas that they were deplorable. You want a better scene for that. We take a look at the military, then strategy. That place even look congested for them for doing anything. We're talking about 18 houses there. So if the military deem them necessary, say they want to move and get a befitting place for where the soldiers and go day, where in they go day with them family, where in they go train, then go improve their capacity and all this stuff. Then I don't think that is something we really have to question. Yeah, even though as citizens we get a responsibility for no, and I believe we as government also have the responsibility for communicate clearly for people to understand. But let's see what they will do. I believe the Army CDS as a man who's thorough, I've engaged him. He wants better for this country, and I believe they mean good.
All right. We President Julius Maada Bio, where he will give a speech as the Commander-in-Chief of the Army during the 17th Armed Forces Day military parade. Mike, President Bio say lots of things them. But one thing will catch the public eye, and that's saying the military should stay as the military defend the nation. No more will Sierra Leone return to a military coup. There have been people who raise questions saying, are there threats for us to get a military coup?
There's no threats, my brother. Yeah. President Mio talked to military that they did not as just commander-in-chief, not just as president of the Republic of Sierra Leone, but he also talked to them as a member of the military. He also talked to them as the ECOWAS chairman. Not forget that President Bio come as ECOWAS chairman may get mandates, 4 mandates and we establishing. This now one for during my tenure. One, President Bio talk about restoring constitutional order and democracy within the sub-region. He also talked about regional security and stability. He talked about economic reintegration and institutional reforms. Important then they talk about. Say, we don't come as ECOWAS chairman within the sub-region. I don't think they are one for work on. So the thing we're really big on, if you look at when travels, if you look at the statements, the way they make in global forums, and they talk about constitutional order. And they try to remind, say, we take a look at the trend of which coups that they happen across the sub-region. And they try to remind the soldier man and say, soldier man, you work not for rule, you work now for protect the people and the constitution of this country. So they try for reinforce and reaffirm and tell them, say, they tolerate coup in this country, right? Because we don't go through that. I don't know how old we are you, but some of we don't pass 40 years now. We see them, we feel them. We know what they mean. As far as the world is concerned, democracy is still the best rule. It's not going to be perfect, but it's still the best rule because it's participatory. It makes, now democracy make minister the council don't know how to even talk to you, but how you call it, but land no sell, soldier one sell land. It's how NPRC be in a power, you crazy. Talk about soldier one take decision, you can't, you don't talk, you quit here. No. But this is the beauty of democracy because everybody participates. So during that day, the armed forces, the President Bio tried to reaffirm soldier man of their responsibility. And not happily also, President Bio also tried for give a picture of waiting in one let the army look like. The army now, a one for let the army also be part of development in this country. Gone are those days where I mean man then are just barracks, then they wouldn't say war and come out. Now, if you look at soldiers across the world, it's changing. In fact, when you take a look at the theme for that DD, now be waiting, rebranding the Sierra Leone, the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces through strategic transformation and enhanced national security and development in Sierra Leone.
But part of the branding are for sell the military barracks, the Juba military barracks.
No, that's not part of the branding. Maybe now that's how you want for put on. I know say one of the reporter they are anchor there. That's how you always want to put things. Part of the branding are waiting. Now the 602 bed hospital in the build now 34. That is part of the branding. Part of the branding are waiting. The Mayon Meso President Bio bill, when 102 bed for officers then. Part of the branding are waiting. Now we want for send 2 infantry in Haiti for the part of how you call it global peace. Part of the branding are waiting, and now they attract more young women, beautiful young women for joining the military. Part of the branding are waiting, 25% of salary raise. Of the branding are waiting. We are going to get Sierra Leone military men and women now where they lead global forces across the world. So all the talk about rebranding, President Bio also they admonished the soldier man and say they also have to be part of the transformative agenda. When our big 5 changes in this country, we talk about feed salon, we talk about human capital development, tech and innovation, youth employment, and public service infrastructure. So that's why if you watch over the years during President Bio in dispensation, you see a lot of military hardware the whole President Bio ship can this country. Now you see soldier man and they make roads. Then they make farms now. You see how they try to generate their own income. And I make an ask say after the war, I don't know how old we are you, but during the time, we see soldier man and they wear uniform, sleto.
Yeah.
They pass the street.
You know.
See they see soldier man and now they look very decent. They get uniform, they are trained, you know, they see them per hala, where them put them some side, and they deliver, then they go per foreign missions, they come, who they see how then they win awards.
Okay.
Where they see where you want the finest Sierra Leoneans them today in this country, educated Sierra Leoneans go to the military.
Okay, Myk, President Bio say the military for stay, be in the military, protect the people them. Waiting people actually know for being a military, that's the need for do trainings and boost the military capabilities instead of going into feed salon and all of those things. Why can't we have President Bio focusing on sort of defense? I mean, we see yesterday the videos will circulate widely on social media. We claim for say Guinean military troops them sort of kidnap Salon military personnel and police officers and take them go Conakry. That means the border is very weak. The military, they face lots of problems in protecting the territorial integrity of Salon.
No, the military is not failing. So this is the thing. When I say where they na the media landscape, somebody don't just go put video out someone and take come and say gospel truth.
So we get reporters we correspond.
So
to
I don't know if Epic reporters at the border we confirm that, but the military, you know, put statements that do it. Yeah, to that. I want you understand one thing here. Guinea and Salon now like one country. Yeah, we share ethnic commonalities a lot. You get Guineans, then we married to Sierra Leoneans, and I get Sierra Leoneans, then we married to Guineans. And we also get a lot of trade relations. We get a lot of people then, and also be free to self. We don't want to buy markets, and Guinea go buy markets.
Yeah, we also face threats.
I'm coming. Yeah. I'm coming. So if there is border disputes, we're very common with countries, and we share border. You know, it don't happen at Liberia, Bumaru, Bokutem. You get for take them how they address that. I want to establish to you here, I say there is no tension between Guinea and Sierra Leone. I will tell you here authoritatively as a director of communications office of the president of Sierra Leone and the president of Guinea, they are in very good terms.
So nothing I
am coming. I am coming.
At the border with
I am coming. I just want to establish that first. There is no threat. There is nothing.
So the Guineans troops don't
let land on this. I am coming. You see, even when President Biogo during the president of Guinea inauguration, they call him my elder brother. So they get very good relations. So the security skirmish can happen. That not a threat, or for look at and try. We use software then at the media landscape for try for put them.
So we should not be concerned.
We should be concerned, but we should not be worried because we're there on top of that.
How?
Through collaboration, through interface, through foreign policies, through engagement. I just established the president of Sierra Leone and Guinea in very good terms. Very, very good terms. I get so much respect for President Bio. And you look at the younger issues.
Why not left Yenga till now? There's still military personnel of Guinea, still in Yenga. If he gets respect for President Bio as chairman of ECOWAS, why not left it?
So this is the thing. The younger issue is not something that don't start today. The younger issue don't start way back from Pakaba in term. There has been this I call a dispute of territorial ownership and all that stuff. Then you feel say, how do you solve the younger issue? You feel say solving the younger issue for take troops to go put on a younger? No, not diplomatic approach.
All right.
Yeah, President Biona masterclass for that. In background of peace and conflict studies, we see how he exhibits that during the war, where usher into democracy. And we as a government and President Bio, we believe say the safest and most successful way for end this dispute between Guinea and Sierra Leone through the younger issue, not through a diplomatic approach.
Okay.
And that's what we are taking.
Okay, Myk, President Bio announced also saying government don't approve a 25% pay rise for all rank in the military. That people don't say the police equally as important. We also see a pay rise for police personnel.
Yes. So this is the thing.
By 25% or more.
So this is the thing. When I say for to do a little bit of research, it look like they go too much with the emotions of what in the public they say. And not correct
because at the end of the day, public interest media.
No. It is not, even if it's public interest
media.
So even if it's public interest media, you have the responsibility to fact check and educate. So if you look at the 2025 budget, you go agree with me, say, look it up and prove me wrong, say there was 15% increments for healthcare workers, 30% increments to civil service from grade 8 to 14, 15% increments to employees in the Tertiary Education Commission, 50% increments for police, military, correctional officers, and fire force authority. So not today, President Bill don't begin increase salaries.
So how much the average policeman, the government will pay the average policeman?
Well, when you talk about average policeman, it's how you call them? I don't come now for come begin tell you how much they pay soldier man.
So that's 27 for the research.
No. Listen, I know, but that's a security reason. That's you pay check thing now. Go to thing way. I know one for council don't. I'll tell you how much they pay minister.
Now classified information for
no,
average
it is
policeman.
not classified. It is for moral reasons. I will not.
If you say moral reasons, means they are not being paid much.
It even gets security implications.
They are not being paid much.
No, it even has security implications. You don't get to tell the try for talk because you can able to determine the strength and the weakness of in moral grounds on that. That is not why I'm here. For can't say this and the pay and this. When you talk about 25% salary increase, I will give you a scenario. Let's say a soldier, like the military barracks, yeah, because they say all ranks. The pay varies for different ranks, for corporal, RSM, sergeant, major, but not take an average. Are you with me? Let's take an average, say like 4 million, then they pay soldier. Yeah? If President Bill said 25% of 4 million, that is about 1 million. Where then they add to that. So that soldier they get forget like 5 million. I know they say na 4 million and they pay every soldier man. That is not what I'm saying. I just give you a scenario for how we understand that. See, 25% increase, that's a huge leap.
Okay. Myk, President B also talk about a role as chairman of ECOWAS, saying that he as chairman of ECOWAS no go allow for normalized military coups in the region. Take me through that, because it's under in watch. We see another military coup happen in Guinea-Bissau, where the military overthrow the sitting president there.
So also, rephrase that. President Biono say, he no go allow let that they happen in the region.
President normalize them.
No, fine. He said no go allow let that they happen. He say mandates are for restore constitutional order. That not mean say go able to stop everything that happen in Burkina Faso. You go stop. You don't get to say you able to stop in territorial responsibility as Sierra Leone more. You able to stop an higher. To all any reforms the way they put in place, structures the way they put in place, check on the military because he's the what? He's the commander in chief. You get to tell the tribe for the ceremony ahead of the military. But we don't see the engagement the way they do. We say coups and they happen at francophone countries. Them. We don't see how they interface. We don't see even when ECOWAS banned Guinea, people frown. Why president say good? President say these are our neighbors. You need for know what your neighbor they do. You need for know what they go on with your neighbor. A good in good faith interface. He's doing engagement.
Because if we underline that particular word, they normalize. Mamadi Doumbouya in Guinea, now be a former military coup leader, overthrow a sitting president, Alpha Conde, in 2021, won for elections, barred the opposition stem from contesting, and now the president. So President Biyo say not going to normalize military coups. Another person can just come again, overthrow a sitting president in West Africa, contest for election. President Biyo congratulate him again.
Well, you look at the processes at which the person happened. So for every intervention where they look, you get also look at the country as a whole. Yeah, President Biyo being an ECOWAS chairman within the sub-region. For everything, now you talk, say, epic now within people centered within radio, not so people within people opinion. So you also, if coups happen in other countries, you also get to look at how the citizens they accept them, how then they perceive them. You know, they go impose on them. But what President Biyo believes the lasting end of everything is democracy. So Guinea don't transform to democracy. We see when they went through elections. After that, it's
would the opposition bad?
What thing?
The opposition bad from contesting.
The opposition contest what?
I'm saying most of the opposition bad from contesting in the elections.
No, well, those are elections are always contentious.
But that is still democracy.
No.
Okay.
Elections are always contentious. Yeah. APC beats in another and still the top electoral justice. So that's not done. My focus here is President want to transform our military. And we've seen the strides. I just don't outline the things that we don't do during the 7 years we don't come into play. we don't come, we don't be in charge of the military. We don't see how they build one of the biggest hospitals there within the 600 bed hospital. With a one-stop center. We can forget nursing school, we can forget GBG centers, we can forget specialty care and all that. We don't see how where you come, a bill mess, my own mess. We don't see how they don't transform 34 hospital. We don't see one of the best hospitals in this country where people don't know that 34 hospital. We don't see how the capacity, we don't enhance capacity within the military with foreign trainings, then they go overseas, then they train, then they come. We don't see how every year they increase their salary small for let them become befitting. We don't see how we military they participate now other foreign missions them across the world, how then they carry themselves, how then they lead troops then they. We don't see how attractive the military they now to women. Young women, when they come out college, when they come, when I graduates them, now we get 14% of women in the military. President Bill say one day gets to what 30%. So all this way, look at transformation. We don't see how they make roads now, how then they lay farms now. We don't see where you go to barracks there now, how then they put order there now. You know they see soldier man there. Now soldier man them. Now
by military arsenals, boosting military
you don't see
that too?
Yes, you don't see the hardware as them will come.
Whose hardware as them?
Oh, but you don't see one time we parade motor of military hardware as them, see equipment and everything. It was over social media. You said this is a people-centered media. You foresee Dandy. You don't be seeing our attack with them to line the hall when they come this and that.
Waiting be the inside.
Waiting be the inside.
The particular.
So I can't tell you now waiting be the inside the military.
So we military now stronger than ever under President Bill. You say
it is better. Stronger than ever under President Bill because President Bill lived that. He knows he's a military man. He's a military man. He knows the needs of the military. He knows how to boost the morale up. He knows what they want. He knows how to capacitate them. And that is what he's doing. That is what we are saying. Today, you see militaries and they get bosses, them where they take them, where they team up on a road, they're not the transport no more.
Yeah, you talk about boss there. We get one military helicopter safe.
If we get one military helicopter,
with the operation
under President Bill, it'll not be there.
But we'll not get them until now.
Yeah, we'll not get them now. We'll get there. Chade will not get boss for them. We'll get boss now.
Okay.
Chade will not get
now by level
for
boss, we can get helicopter now.
They look at need assessment here, scale of preference. Yeah, the first thing where they focus on are the welfare. Yeah, and I make one pool and another dilapidated Juba barracks, one kid and go inside and go get a befitting welfare.
All right, okay. Mr. Minister, as we wrap up the conversation, what do you get for Fambul where they listen? We're concerned about this latest plan approved by government. We see, for example, the Juba military barracks in a strategic location near the sea. And also they at the middle of the city inside Freetong. And if we ever pose any threats in the future, because you talk about saying they go on for build a military sort of a site for the military in an upline, let's say Dawu for example, till they come Freetong, something would happen. So when they within the city, it becomes more accessible for me them do the work.
Thank you very much. And I also want to borrow from what Myk Berewa. As a public interest media, it is not just for sensationalized issues. Sometimes when things happen, it is all government versus opposition. Bring out the facts, investigate what is happening, and let the citizens then be aware. Una fourth estate, as you name yourself, una dey between we and the people. If somebody you give too much platform to rumor, then you also they add for misinform.
So we actually get the government now for clarity. So that is why you're actually here.
So when something happens, it should not be we versus them. When you call me a talk, you call the opposition a talk, you bring the facts out. I'll always say here. Then the people they know say now, yes, now the government be the talk to. Because this age, we don't want to live on propaganda. So there are people who will not get nothing for
in whose scenario you want to talk about propaganda?
Thank you very much. When this thing happen, one step we don't take is let us know the fact that on Juba, no arrangement no day. Now a proposal. So if somebody can tell you say they don't say Juba, say no, government not say Juba it. The fact is they want to do X, Y, Z, and they don't make it open. Anybody will get interest, we will engage the CDS on how the process. Now not the focal person, but it escalates them. We get procurement unit, we have commission of government assets. These are all people where they come together and do the necessary things. So, for let somebody they just accuse government, like where they ask my for let delve into security issues if we get helicopters. These are not things we even supposed for sit down and media for sure within our capacity. But you see when November 26 happened, even where they took our military by surprise. The first time they respond, and today me and you we sit down with the talk. Now we in 1997 the president pull out. And left with that massacre will be happen. January will lead to January 6 all. Now because of which, but this military way they say, this is a military. If you go between my 91 and Magoka, the engineers of our military, and they do that road. The engineers of our military and the agriculturists, they say by December, the rest where they feed the military, now they want producer. This is the transformation where Myk Berewa they try for.
Mr. Minister, it's time for go for break. I ask you a question where I don't think you don't go into our mates. Ask you, I say people we don't say the Juba military barracks.
It's not for sale. We not sell it. Nothing happen it. But the proposal is if somebody able build barracks for them, the military outside Juba, they able reinforce other military barracks them. They can cut part of that land and give you. That is why I tell you say if na epic get money for befitting barracks for the people where they rested now in that chaotic situation. Na Juba barracks you be befitting for them at 38. You also go do housing na Pujam barracks, Kabbalah barracks, Daru barracks. They say they're ready for cut part of that thing. And waiting at the court not include the Juba Secondary School. Waiting at the court also include the site over the street, so that still government maintain presence na Juba. But you cannot maintain your military in that deplorable, unhygienic situation just because you want to protect lyrics. These are noble people. Don't tell that military try to look at you. When somebody they just get somebody able to haste one back race, they say you know soldier you join. No, these are people who will all don't compete at universities. Then just choose that path, that career. So how I want to live in a comfortable place, and so them back want to live in a comfortable place. And if you make them comfortable, then they are always prepared for defense with territorial integrity. Then not be deployable that you rely on them. And that is the proposal where they don't bring to we. We as a listening government, that Namik Asidora, I tell you, say this is an open thing. Transparently. No process, no started. Now idea somebody gets.
Approved by government.
You don't explain to government. Government say it is a sound proposal. Now, very good idea. This. What is the next thing to do? Collectively, as a nation, this is the debate we are doing now. Yeah, epic get money. They want to help the military. And they move them. They get part. They go build in office. Yes, where they oversee the sea. We are interested in that. Anybody, even if NASIT itself say, okay, I know they allow. Let you give this thing out. NASIT gets ahead. If they say they want to invest also, the military decided to listen. But then what they say here is they are tired of living in that kind of unhygienic
but will it be sold to Sierra Leoneans?
As anybody.
Anybody? So even if the Chinese then can just buy that strategic location.
Well, if you don't get money,
Sierra Leoneans.
Now bidding, it is going to be competitive.
All right, okay. Because many
it is a competitive bidding.
I'll tell you, people will say let it be exclusive, so only Sierra Leoneans then. Because so since now a very strategic location, you say the military personnel then will still be stationed just nearby. It means if just anybody go by, it will be a threat to military personnel that will be near. Why not make it exclusively to Sierra Leoneans?
No, what if that exclusivity not give the Sierra Leoneans now you limit her, the Sierra Leoneans not get the capacity? Imagine, I have told you this is very ambitious. If we get money, you are building a barracks for them. Then the other barracks then wait, not to Juba barracks somewhere they move now. They also say part of the engagement is you for be willing for reinforced Pujam, Kabbalah, Daru. So Juba wants support in the other barracks then. Any negotiation. And then they also tell you say we are not even giving all. Now part of these barracks, the able can we go, we live comfortably and also help other people.
A huge part of them. A huge part of them.
Yeah, the huge part also, is going to support
All right.
the construction of a very modernized barracks and support to other barracks.
All right. So
if you have the money, you compete, and they disadvantage you, that becomes a situation where we can discuss.
All right.
But compete.
You still with the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. All right. We seem to get issue with the call line. But we can come to Berewa. Berewa, as we wait for the callers them for establish connection with the callers them, as a civil society activist, are you concerned?
To a very large extent, we are concerned in two folds. Firstly, the governments they make this proposal or don't come up with this proposal to the CDS for ensure say they give a meaningful alternative for the accommodation in terms of the military right across the country. We also concerned simply because when you look at the position or strategic position of Juba, barracks itself, it means say it will able not only recce but also identify threats coming from the ICs and the likes.
Okay.
And then also the community don't grow, and having a military infrastructure of sensitive, kind of gadgets there, now that area also means now a community threat.
All right.
And then also the type of business with the individual they can do at the end of the day.
Good morning.
Yeah, Chairman Alex.
You don't decide to call. Hello?
Yeah, thank you. And I just want to say thank you to you and the minister and Mr. Berewa for this good conversation. Me na a retired soldier, Juba na a historic barrack na the country, and the army get better barrack for the soldier them, and we get soldier them we not they live at the barrack, we they outside, they not able to get quarters now at the barrack. So what you appreciate the government for do, they mean for empower the barracks them and build more barracks than they try for sale Juba barrack. Thank you, Chairman Alex.
Okay. So one person don't call way object to selling the Juba barracks. Hello, good morning. So I take count as the show there, and I go ask the minister again. So if governments go still carry on. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is my concerned citizen. I don't listen to the conversation from the minister, other people who change to were invited to this program. To be honest with you, the selling of or the proposal somebody don't put forward, I think say they not for even go with that step. I mean, anything we being a monumental something or an old something, we need for keep on going. You look at different countries in the world. They say the military get a fund where they give it where all military get a fund from the central government where they get together or make them forget a better condition of service.
Okay.
And forget that idea for sale. I don't go with that idea then.
All right. 079-994-993. We call. Please go straight to the point. You get 1 minute for add your voice. Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mohammed from IMAS.
Mohammed, go ahead. You get 1 minute.
Yeah, the issue between Sierra Leone and also the mandate from the government sector. So because of the relationship between the president and the Guinean president, so
all right. 079-994-993. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Radio.
You know where you call from?
I call for a top Paconte.
Paconte, go ahead.
The idea of said that barracks is not a better idea than they. Many look say if you mean one do anything for location, if you don't believe the new one, from the now the new one you don't get to go say okay, now we do now we don't get the new side so that maybe we go there, so that we will never do what I think we do. But you don't believe the other side you say to put there for more. You say you sell what you get. Who can they get the one there all day? Now that's my question. Thank you very much.
All right. 079-994-993. Call inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
You know where you call from?
I come from Long.
All right, apologies there. Please call back. 079-994-993. Call inside the show. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
You know where you call from?
Yeah, good morning. My name is Salman Sharif. I call from Wilberforce.
All right, go ahead. You get 1 minute.
Yeah, okay. And what to me they suggest, this idea where the people they propose need to me as citizens of this country, and also as a better idea. That barrack let government able raise fund for build barrack for security forces. So say pass meet barrack couldn't only from colonial days. Now you sell for build all around. No, not a sense down there for me as citizens of this country. Then the army as a citizen, I not feel secure. Because the army so they poorly equipped the way that I don't even get confidence in them for secure me. Now look what happened na Sierra Leone Guinea border. Look what happened right now. So I mean your suggestion and me.
079-994-993. Call inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
You know where you call from?
I call from Prince.
Okay, go ahead. You get 1 minute.
Yeah, which is so the bag before they sell a million list them. If they list them, they go pay 10. They will list part of them, they will take the other part and pay for the soldiers to do. Because you go at the bike, you go see how they ugly act there. Don't in terms of that younger business, Brad Jimmy, the army, they arm to the tooth of Guinea. That because the you will not get ammunition, let me see the JSU to weep. Because if we said they get ammunition, then no case. If you not Guinea, if you are in Nigeria, they get China with him, where they attack we. You don't see?
079-994-993. Call inside the show to look at the government approved plans for trade the Juba military barracks. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Epic Radio.
You know inside the call from?
Joseph Melvin Johnson Bagua from Tonkolimba, Cambia District.
All right,
you
go ahead.
Tonkolimba.
Okay, go ahead.
The concern is this. We get plenty land in this country.
All right. Please call back. 079-994-993. Call inside the show. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
You know inside the call from?
Justice from Wilkinson.
All right, go ahead, Justice. You get 1 minute.
The military get the rules. How do they do things? They look at the health and the good facility for them military. So let we as a civilian, let we sit down and watch what the government they do. And get the rules in the play. If they say they remove that barracks from yonder, they make modelized barracks for them. Not a problem with that. Wait till they try for talk about the security of the country, number one. Then get certain areas they wait for base some of the military mandate. Like they for the not for the commodity. But like if they located inside for them, soldier man then let them make them very modelized and give them facility way maybe say it will be okay with them. Not to all kinds of no more for make for them. That's that I'm your continue.
All right, 079-994-993. Few more calls in the wrap of the first segment. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Pakabia from New Englandville. For me, I'm concerned at that. But all other barracks in there, and to God, that they tell you, we want to see slums. We want to see slum. Go now, we barrack them. But then people also not go try for make their all barrack them. They don't look like send a motor man and they live there. And they tell you, this don't make sense. Say so go sell Juba barracks. And then we don't begin sell them by parts. Towards the sea, where they get one big club their way, I don't know his name. But let me begin think properly and begin for make salon safe for living.
All right.
So now that
079-994-993. Call inside the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Mohammed from Cambia.
Mohammed, all right, go ahead.
Yeah, me I dey observe certain things and way I feel say government will put their attention to. People then they talk about OSD and officers, the way they arrest and this, that. And then they talk about the might of Wihami. My own advice is let government look at equipments the way we supposed to get, Hamoka, etc., but before the army, give them the strength and the energy and the professionalism. Let them think about that one day rather than this barracks seal. Thank you very much.
All right, one more call, 079-994-993. They look at the government-approved plans for trade, the Juba military barracks. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Yes, sir, good morning. Good morning.
You never know where you call from?
They call from Juba. I just want to talk on two things. First of all, matter about Yenga. Yenga crisis starts from MPRC. I can recall when I be there with the 91 cadet squad where we pass out. One of my cadet squad mates be supposed to lead a platoon. Go inside Guinea before put Guinea troops them go all Yenga for me. Guinea and the troops they go stop the RAF them no go if it bypass go inside Guinea. Now then the Yenga crisis begin. Wo platoon go Guinea, they refuse them. At that point, no for go Yenga, they say okay, make them turn back.
Okay.
The Guinea troop go take care of Yenga. Now they start. Then the military barracks. People then just talk about this military barracks. I mean, even inside UK don't locate so many military barracks and units. Because initially, when Freetown began, let me start. The Juba barracks be far away from Freetown. It be in an isolated area. But now look at the barracks now. The barracks don't carry right inside Freetown. They won't check again.
All right, we don't get much time inside the show. We can come back to the guests inside the program. I will start with you, Daniel Pewa. So the wrap up.
Conversation like this, let be open, because it gets a national face. It's very important for let the government also understand, say, the reason why people they thrive on rumors or speculations, now because government know they, can, be proactive enough in passing those information. Unfortunately, the minister there, then they organize the weekly press conferences. Those conversations, should have been brought forward in the noon or in the fore of the people, because if you know unless somebody they drive on innuendos, that shumu way they what not, if you make sure you get the basic information. So whosoever they can tell and contrary, go say, I know so then there be a great radio. So then they, now the gray area then on the side of the ministry or the government. And then also important that we bring the people along. Bringing people along for letting them get divergence, because people then get divergence, opinion or views on issues like this. Another school of thought will say, if we national team, when a Leone Star, then we don't open a basket fund for them, for let people then they contribute in making sure that we capacity the team financially for let them go compete for the country. Why we not go do same? We don't see Ebola, Kanaya, people then they contribute. What if government also thinks, say, all right, we want for establish accommodation and other social amenities for we military right across the country. But at the moment, we no want to go trust for can do this. We no want to do this for do that. At the end of the day, it will come back to the people there negatively. Why we not go contribute at least if na 5,000 safe? Let we see how people then go come before. We don't see what people that they contribute from the diaspora political parties. Then they raise fund for political party then. This is not the national army. At the moment we are challenged financially or logistically in terms of capacitating the military and in terms of hardware. Me and you today are where, director of communication, equally so the minister, then they talk say yes, even chopper will not get a hit. Helicopter, where they move, swiftly from one region to the other. From the east to the west, I go able to traverse. We get air wing, but they cannot boast of even a chopper or a simple helicopter. These are all areas we need to look into. You talk about tanks, amphibian tanks, ammo cars, and the like. We not get them one and they adequately for border for control we border with neighboring country, and that is where Mamadou Doumbouya is taking advantage of, because he don't show a military might. We allow one from Conakry to Freetown, a car with full military hardware. na this country. They don't squeeze we, waiting, they don't scan we, they don't see we strength. I am not going into the nitty-gritties of the security aspect, but these are the areas. In fact, what they admire America today, even Europe, they bow to America, is because of their military training. So if they say we not make a known this, that, we don't see how people in the Tomahawk missiles, cruise missiles, a lot of other military hardware where they display on a daily basis. Then what are the carriers then? So all these are areas we need to look into critically. I agree. Say yes, over time we don't fail. Since colonial masters then left, we don't fail. And Juba barracks, by then when they call them garrison, now be an isolated community formed the urban area from Freetown, the community where people they reside. Now because of population upsurge, we don't see say all area then they civilians don't go encroach on they. All the one day back now failure where people then don't all the one that will be there at the helm of power or affairs, then fail for control that particular parcel of land or that particular infrastructure. They make civilian and don't go reside or intrude their own facility. It is also important for let we understand if and only if we get for beer the hard part of farm for trade of part of the. My concern and the concern of many Sierra Leoneans will be that businessman where the Canada place. Who's kind business? Now hospital is set there, now school is set there, now other social amenities is set on that kind business way will be also inimical to the to the states.
All right. Pewa, thank you. Mike, as we wrap up, we don't go way above with time.
I don't still get much time, but let me just hover more on President's speech on that day. Not forget to say that same day the President declare or launch or expose or unveil a national strategy, defense strategy. Very first time in this country. Then a strategy where they show what thing want we army go. Under that strategy they then talk about barracks back be the day. If you read that strategy book where able lay hands on, you go surprised for noticing that only 30%, young man, 30% of the military in the barracks. Only 30% all over this country. The strategy wants for all military personnel in the barracks, 100%. So then a part of that. Under that strategy, they back and talk about 25% increment of salary. Under that same strategy, they talk about veteran support. What's in a veteran support? The one that we don't serve, we during the war, we are wounded, we get scars them, we not able to support themselves again. They want for establish a scheme way for support them. Under that strategy, they back again. We talk about agriculture, we talk about mining, like some of the blasts them more than they do now. They mining companies, then they want the military for they do that. Under that same strategy back, President Bio wants for the women participation in the army reach to 30%. Now we did 14%. So I want people understand this back. So some callers and call they talk about military strength and they talk people for understand back. The population of Guinea is about 15 to 16 million. We are just about 8 million. What is the one for determine the population of a military strength? Not just on hardwares. I know they say hardwares, not to think. You also look at strategy. If you take Guinea and Sierra Leone, when you look at military strategy, they compare when they. What they go now, foreign missions then, as Sierra Leone as the lead. So you also have to look at transformation from a holistic point of view. Yes, it is true, say, after the war, the army is scattered, we see the participation, when the armies then come, the rebels and come and join the army, we started to restructure our army. There's a lot of transformation, personnel transformation we need for undertake. Where they go on right now. To get to all those things. Not small.
All right.
It's not big gunboats, not big gunboats. Who gets there now? China support you on that. Who get her? So it's not time. Sierra Leoneans them for understand. See, these brave men and women, where they protect to territorial borders, where they up during the night where they sleep. We don't come here and sit and try to bash them like they not get capacity, they're not going to fetch Guinea. Look like that caller where they call say they talk say it's disappointing for say I don't feel safe. The army not going to protect me. You know that this country right now. Now they want overthrow. We see the army, the people them We put their life on the line. When some of them get bullet wounds right now, where in the hospital, and protect you from that. They say you not feel safe. The army not able to protect you. Sierra Leoneans, we get a responsibility for no say these men and women where they protect you, where they sleep. We need for tap them on the back. We need for appreciate them, and that is what the Armed Forces Day is about. Not for criticize them, begin talk like that. We are not going to fight Guinea. Let me make this very clear. We're not going to go put ammunition at border in Guinea. We best approach. President don't make them, the foreign minister don't make them, deputy minister of information don't establish that in here. We best approach na diplomacy. Diplomacy not they fail. Na diplomacy na done with 11 years of civil war in this country. Na diplomacy make we they come sit down together as brothers and sisters and talk. So not to fight, not to go fight Guinea, not to go put troops there. Yeah, so man, when they talk, so then they happen just now. You know, they sit down talk now. You know, they get time in the morning, come on Epic Radio for begin to talk. What you want for talk?
Myk.
So let people exercise patience.
Okay.
This country is a country of laws. President Bio believes say the only approach towards Yenga is a diplomatic approach.
Myk, thank you so much. Mr. Minister, as we wrap up quickly.
Thank you very much. Me not go sit down and delve into the capacity or the might of military. And I don't even talk whether we get chopper or not get chopper. But like when Myk established, outside, on the international platform, when they put military and West Africa together, I think Sierra Leone military don't always lead. Sierra Leone military don't lead. We men the who they send out, they don't lead. So whether you look at them, you know get respect for them, but globally they don't respond. And even during the war, nobody no doubt the capacity of the RSLAF. Me know the dev on that. Then for level come sit there and say we don't open baskets, fun for level able dress with military, it's like exposing them to ridicule. That we're not able to take care of with military, like beggars, we are begging for them. No. So the strategies, like where the president don't lay the defense strategy, and where then don't begin respond to, I think is a way to go, and that is why, like where Berewa they say, why we know initiate the conversation. What will be one discourse or what will for discourse? The military is just thinking of how to solve the problem. They run away with them. You go on social media and give discourse and now. When it comes to discussing their issues, that is why we every Tuesday press conference. If they see the need now for carrying this strategy will not go, how will they go about it? They will explain to the people. And border issues. There was somebody they compare what did happen. Take what did happen between Cameroon and Nigeria, for instance. The amount of people, destructions will happen between Nigeria and Cameroon. You know, compare. So what will they do now? If you wait say they arrest a military, something the way they do, somebody they call you, they go ask you, they left you back, you go to your place. No death will happen. But if we say now they confront Guinea, we as an administration not will ever escalate the situation between we and Guinea beyond what side it is. Diplomatic means.
So you now the Deputy Minister of Information and Civic Education. We see news circulate for say they don't arrest military personnel and policemen them, OSD officer them. You can confirm say governments. You can confirm say they have been arrested or not. Have they been arrested?
Juba. Juba. No, they move go any side if the person don't construct the barracks. That was clearly said by the CDS. Then they go no side. And when they sign contract with you now, 18 months they give you. If you're able to do everything before you even member for let the people they move. None of us say we don't sell and the money we try. No. If you want, if Epic show interest, Epic they go do the barracks across board, then you can now before you can't move them. So that was what the phrase said. Oh, say listen, no. Juba still they intact until everything is established. Yeah.
So on the arrest.
On the arrest, that is sensitive military information. We know to government spokesperson for Toka. If military no say, like the military get Commando Hassan Kumba. If they arrest them personnel, believe you, they will pull press release and we then go talk about that. Sometimes law allow state institutions for function.
state institutions like the Ministry of Information.
The Ministry of Information and government we dey talk about. But like Myk is here, what did happen at State House? Not to be your responsibility. He go give the details. What did happen within the military? There is a military spokesperson. When he pull am educatory, then we your responsibility now for amplify and let everybody know. But you know what happen because I see on social media, they begin run much. So on that, I really want allow the military for tell we waiting happen. Then the Minister of Information and Civic Education now go make it known to the people. But on Juba, nothing happen, no sale, no engagement. The CDS don't propose, waiting go befit them. The administration don't listen, and if it's a fine idea, but nobody they not contacted. It will be an open and transparent thing where we'll take everybody on board in the discussion.
All right.
But not in order for discuss as
all right.
Now.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's just take some comments coming in on the Facebook page. Jonathan Kamara saying if parts of the military barracks at Benguma Waterloo was sold to Chinese, I'm not surprised about Juba barracks. Albert Lantana on Facebook saying uniforms for soldiers is another issue. Those soldiers don't even have 5 pairs of uniforms, boots, t-shirts, etc., or complete sets of uniforms.